Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice session that just happened for the Assen TT Grand Prix this weekend. Now, before we get into it, here's how they finished. Pecco Bagnaia topped it from Maverick Vinales, Alex Marquez, Aleix Espargaro, Jorge Martin, Marc Marquez, Brad Binder, Enea Bastianini, Raul Fernandez, Franco Morbidelli, Fabio Quartararo, Marco Bezzecchi, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Alex Rins, Pedro Acosta, Miguel Oliveira, Johan Zarco, Jack Miller, Taka Nakagami, Lorenzo Savadori, Augusto Fernandez, Joan Mir, and Luca Marini. Now, it was a pretty good practice session, if I'm honest. You know, it was a pretty good day, dry track. You know, what more can you ask for in Assen? It's always kind of worrying when Pecco was fast on a Friday, and in both sessions today, he was pretty quick. It does look really good, if I'm honest. Maverick Vinales does look to have the pace when he can run on his own, although, you know, it will be interesting to see can he carry that through. Alex Marquez, also a good session from him. And as well, Aleix Espargaro, although he did come off in the last minute or so, definitely has a pain in the arse after that crash, I can say. You know, but it did cause a yellow flag, you know, when everyone was on their final fast lap. And, you know, the order may not necessarily give them what pace they are in, but Aleix's crash did look pretty painful on the arse, if I'm honest. Jorge Martin, again, didn't look like normal Jorge Martin, if I'm honest, but was definitely plugging away. Definitely see him working on his race pace. Marc Marquez again got caught up with the yellow flag towards the end, you know, so I don't think we really saw the true pace of him. I think Jorge Martin and Marc, they're definitely up there with Pecco for sure. Brad Binder, you know, that bike looks absolutely crazy, if I'm honest. It looks like it wants to just like wrap itself around its own headstock at times. So definitely has a handful with that bike. Enea Bastianini crashed with about 3 or 4 minutes to go, bringing out a yellow flag as well. Raul Fernandez, good stint from him, if I'm honest. Franco Morbidelli, again, good for Morbidelli. On the day they announced that Pramac will be going to Yamaha, you know, he is inside the top 10 on both Pramacs, I should say. Fabio Quartararo, almost there, to be fair with him. You know, looked very good in practice session 1, just outside the top 10. Marco Bezzecchi and Fabio Di Gianantonio, good sessions from them. Bezzecchi looked a little bit back to his norm, but saying that, you know, 7/10 of a second from the guy that was electric around here last year, it's a bit away from that. Fabio keeping him very, very honest, which is good to see. Good enough for Alex Rins as well, not so far behind his teammate, and keeping him also fairly honest. Pedro Acosta, his pace looks really good, if I'm honest, but again, he got caught with the yellow flags and his laps were cancelled, so I don't think that's his genuine pace. I definitely think he is solid top 5, in the top 10 sort of, so 15th is not really where he is. Miguel Oliveira didn't really see too much, but he is very far behind his teammate. Now, Raul is not on the 2024 Aprilia yet. I think that's coming the next race. Johan Zarco, fastest Honda, you know, good enough, solid from him, but again, you know, very much so off the pace, 1.1 seconds away from the leader. Jack Miller then, you know, very much so, I think, still feeling a little bit aggrieved and pissed off with KTM. But, you know, he needs to come back stronger. Taka Nakagami, again, solid. Lorenzo Savadori, really good, actually, out qualifying 3 major riders. Okay, I know it's not qualifying as practice, but again, you know, he's given it to them. Augusto Fernandez, who I think is going to lose a little bit of faith now that he knows that his MotoGP time is almost up. Joan Mir, what can you say about that Works Honda team? Both last and second last. Not really a great weekend expected for Hondas in general, but didn't expect Joan and Luca to be so far off the pace here. All in all, I thought it was a good practice session. There's a good few riders straight into Q2. So Q1 will be pretty interesting, actually. Still going to stick with my pick for Pedro Acosta to win the sprint tomorrow. It was a good session, as I said. Can't wait to see the race tomorrow, but I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Who is going to be your sprint race winner for tomorrow? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.